Bridget, good to see you. What can you tell us?
Well, Smriti, we are at the National Marian Shrine in Subuki, and this is a very significant place for the Catholic Church because every year this is where all the Catholic faithful congregate to pray for the country. And today the Conference of Catholic Bishops, 22 of them in number, have issued a State of the Nation review, and they have specifically focused on the BBI report, with raising concerns rather in the report therein. And I would rather say right now it's like there is a sense that the Catholic Church is somewhat opposed to the proposals, or some of the proposals of the BBI report, because according to the bishops, they say, number one, the issue of an expanded executive. They say that this creates a sense of an imperial presidency, and their fears that this defeats the logic behind fair elections rather, and the winner takes all, because it creates an imperial president who has the powers to appoint the deputy prime ministers. They fear this is against the spirit of us having a democratic state. Another thing the bishops have raised is the issue of an expanded parliament. They feel that currently the Kenyan people are under a burdened high wage bill in all the representations. They say the members of parliament at both the National Assembly and the Senate are too much, and this country is dealing with a huge wage bill at a time when the economy has been drastically affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. They also raise concerns with the issue of the independence of the police, the creation of a police council. They say this will transform the country into a police state, and at the same time they feel it is not in the right direction for this country. Again, the bishops are calling for dialogue. They say that this is not a document cast in stone. I'll just take you back to some time last week when I was in Naivasha, where the President and the Right Honourable Raila Odinga did speak with the members of Parliament from the Senate and National Assembly, and the feeling there was that this document is good and the country should accept it as it is, and then there would be room for proposals later on. And these are sentiments even by the National Assembly Majority Leader Amos Kimunya. But today the bishops are saying, let us take a step back, let us dialogue, let the views that are arising that are divergent to what is in the BBI report be heard and recommended. They say it is not a document cast in stone. It is a draft in progress, and it is something that can be amended. The President is a Catholic, and he has a lot of liking to this shrine, a lot of significance to this place. And we do believe maybe when the Catholic Church speaks, the President will take an ear to what they are saying. Over and above all, the bishops are asking for every Kenyan to read through this report, to have a sense of what it really means, because they are talking about this document is already reflecting or representative of the proposals in the Constitution, and it should be progressive, move the Constitution forward, and not seem to be something that would rather take us back into the days of imperialism or dictatorship or authoritarianism. And so the bishops are really, really vocal, and they are hoping that they will be heard, and this is something they're expecting also political leaders to really come in and listen to one another, have that spirit of handshake, because they say they have been observing from a distance, but right now they're really concerned with the feeling that this BBI report is eliciting with the Mwananchi, the sense that it is creating yes and no camps, those for or against it, and they feel that it is not proper for the country, because they feel as the shepherds of the country, they do believe that this country should be looked at from a posterity measure, and so BBI should be for the posterity of Kenya and not about 2022 politics. They've also called upon the leaders to also help the people to synthesize this document and also kind of help people to understand it in a better way, and not the current situation where it is about positions of power for a select few and defeats the logic of helping the Mwananchi progress and go forward in this report.
All right, a lot of details from that meeting. Bridget, thanks very much.